and people would talk in funny voices, and they'd be like, in one corner, we have Evander Holyfield, and they'd fight. All right, heavyweight fight. I ever listen on the radio or some shit. Nowadays, you have very, very famous social media stars who are maybe pretty good at boxing, but you can't really tell because they don't go up against really good boxers, against washed up.
No, these social media stars are not good at boxing at all. They Jake Paul is cherry picking his fights, going against guys like Mike Tyson, guys that have never, well, that have boxed, but they're just way out of their prime. Let's be realistic here. And then also just other social media stars. He fought against an NBA player, Nate Robinson, who's half his size. Come on now, guys. We gotta stop falling for this. We have to stop falling for this.
Famous boxers. Okay, it happened. Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, and now it is happening again. Jake Paul, I think, age 27.
And I right there, I think Floyd Mayweather he's 44. Logan Paul is 28. That's not as big of a difference as this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. Floyd Mayweather, he still got in their box. He actually won that fight. So I think it's completely different. Jake is picking guys that he has no chance of losing against. It's clearly a cash grab. I did support this fight. We have to stop supporting this. This is getting out of hand.
Who just went up against Mike Tyson, aged 58, which is illegal, by the way. As someone who tried to set up a boxing event, there's a 10-year age difference maximum for almost every single state, except for the great state of Texas, which allowed this fight and sanctioned this fight to happen. And I'll tell you right now, it shouldn't have happened. Now, all the experts would have told you going into this fight, this is going to be a Jake win. Perhaps a Jake knockout, because the 10 fights he's won have all been by like KO or knockout by time or something like that. And I wasn't interested, right? Until this clip. I was browsing YouTube Shorts, and I see Mike Tyson doing an interview with a child. And the child asks,
for the first time, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Pretty normal question. I get it. You're asking a living legend. He responds,
Man, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over.
Okay, this should tell us something, guys. He said he doesn't care about his legacy. What does that mean? That means he's willing to take money for a fight he has no chance of winning. At all. And he'd do it again. Why? Because it'll give him more money to pass on to his kids. It'll give him more money to enjoy the rest of his life with. I mean, if someone offered you $20 million to take a fall in a fight, would you take it? Most people would.
wow. So, Mike Tyson's different, man. He's a stone cold killer, all right? This is not like Floyd Mayweather or Dylan Dennis or Logan Paul. It's not someone who can be bought out by money. I did not believe in my mind Mike Tyson was signing up to do this just for money. I feel like he wanted to prove something, It's like a retired cop back for one last job. So, yeah, fool me once, shame on you when I watched the Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather fight. Fool me twice. I made a video a year ago after I felt like I got scammed watching the Logan Paul-Dylan Dennis fight. Shame on me. Fool me 3 times, never get fooled again because then, man, all right, after that video aired, they had the weigh-in, and Mike Tyson walks up wearing nothing but a damn Speedo and then slaps the shit out of Jake Paul.
Do you guys think that was real?
Now, what I did not realize is that would be one of the first and last times Mike Tyson would ever hit Jake Paul. Before we get to the fight, let's talk about the live streaming experience, okay? Because I believe Netflix got hit with a reality check. This was the live streaming experience for 95% of people. So many people tried to watch this fight. Netflix clearly wasn't able to handle the server load. And so the streams would buffer. They would crash several times. Just me personally watching. I had to close out, reopen. Meanwhile, people were streaming from the venue perfectly on Twitter. They would just stream on their phone. That would work great. But the issue is Netflix, not so good at live streaming. All right, they found out it's a little bit harder than 9 to 5. The crazy thing is they should have known this.
It's a little bit harder than 9 to 5. Why is Netflix, where is all the money going? I'm paying 3 times as much as I was 5 years ago on Netflix. Where's their money actually going? How can you not handle, the fight is happening a year beforehand. How are you not prepared? It doesn't make any sense. I'm serious, guys. Where is our money going? They didn't buy more servers? Buy another server farm.
This happened last year because they tried doing a live streaming event for Love is Blind, the reunion. Okay, and let me tell you, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul was very big. Okay, but the Love is Blind reunion, we're talking like, you know, one of the top 5 reality show moments. That's a great show. Okay, people are gonna want to tune into that shit. It was horrible. It crashed constantly. It did not start on time. It was delayed. Everyone who watched it said it was an absolute shit show. So they're not very good at live streaming. All right. I don't know why they've pivoted their business model this route. They did it with the Tom Brady, the Love is Blind, now the Mike Tyson fight. They said they bought the rights to Christmas Day football. So now, unfortunately, if you're an NFL fan like me and you're going to watch football on Christmas Day, you're going to be watching it through a lot of fucking buffering because they suck at it. And here's a funny thing. The one time where it didn't buffer.
Let me just unbuffer for one quick second. We've been buffered hours straight. Let me unbuffer for one quick second. Mike said,
oh, no.
Go back to buffer.
That's about the only good moment in the entirety of the fight. Because if you watch the fight, you know how it went. It was 8 rounds, and the rounds were 2 minutes. Usually it's 3 minutes, but I think Mike Tyson got a clause carved out, the 58-year-old man clause. And it started out decent. First round, Mike was throwing punches. You're like, okay, maybe we have a fight on our hands. Okay? Second round was a little more Jake favored, but Mike's...
I think there's a slight chance that they actually, like, told Mike Tyson not to go all out. Like, yeah, just chill the rest of the fight. Let's make sure it goes 8 rounds. Why? Because we can add 8 more ads in between the breaks. In between rounds, we can add 8 ads. Versus having none if you knock him out in the first round. Or if Jake knocks out Mike Tyson. I mean, this is all just... It's entirely too much.
Still throwing punches. After that, I'm not shitting you, it was over. If Mike Tyson was walking around, I swear to God, like Joe Biden after a press conference. He looked bad. He had a brace on his knee. He was slow as hell. And it was basically a game of will Jake Paul knock this old man out, not a fight between 2 men. He did not throw a punch, Mike Tyson that is, for multiple rounds in a row. Just didn't even do it. It was so bad that at the very end of the fight, Jake Paul, instead of fighting to the bitter end, started bowing. Because we all knew it was over. And of course, who wins by unanimous decision? Jake fucking Paul, dude. Because you shouldn't have a 27-year-old man.
I mean, I think Jake Paul showing respect to Mike Tyson by bowing or, you know, for the last 10 seconds of the fight or whatever. That's great. I mean, did anyone want to see an old man get knocked out? Really? Jake, everyone's against Jake anyways, I think. I mean, it would just only hurt him by knocking him out.
Fight a 58-year-old man. Okay? I don't know what Netflix is doing, man. I don't know. They're spending so many billions and billions and billions of dollars, and it's an absolute shit show. It's an absolute shit show what they're doing. I don't think their business model makes any damn sense. You know how much Netflix costs right now? It's $6.99 if you want to watch it with ads. It's like $12.99 if you want to watch it without ads. And then it's like $22.99 if you want to watch it in 4K without ads. The prices are going astronomical. And then the content on there, I feel like, look, it's a lot of bark and no bite. And you can only get away with that so many times. So in this video, I'll end it by showing the end of the fight, which was Mike Tyson being asked if he was going to fight again. And to the interviewer, he said, I'd maybe fight again.
Of course he'll fight again for the right price. Let's keep it rolling.
I don't know. Jake Paul seems like he'd be fun to fight.
Logan, I think he said you might.
Or excuse me, Logan Paul. Logan Paul seems like he'd be fun to fight. And then this is what happens.
Be next. Motherfucker, I'll kill you, Mike. Oh, please, no.
He said, motherfucker, I'll kill you, which, you know, to be fair, Mike, he called me a blockhead beta bitch. So we're both in the same camp. Me and Mike Tyson, we're both the same, him and I. And my takeaway, I will not be fooled again. All right? I will know.
Same here, brother. Same here.